What's up guys, welcome back to episode 2 of the V80's new iteration, new build. I haven't been doing a lot of filming of this other side manifold because I figured it's much the same as the last episode, which we covered fairly in depth, but as you can see, Rex is cracking along with the manifold on this side. It's looking awesome. You can see she was very, very close to the shock tower. It was pretty hard to get clearance. He actually had to remake that tube. Yeah, it's been a bit of a process this side. After all we said in the last episode about this side being the easy side, it's actually turned out to be probably the longer side. It took longer.
Well, when I said that, I had forgotten that because of the steering box and stuff, the engine actually sits a bit across to this side. So this side was quite tight, even though there's not as much junk. It's a lot closer, which I had the same issue when I built the last manifolds.
The other thing you got to remember as well is the first one's always easier in the fact that you're just building it to where it is. All of a sudden, when you got to move to the other side, you have another side to work off to try and match, to try and make it look symmetrical and look the part as well. So that adds another element to building the manifold too, trying to get the turbo placement the same as the other side, or at least close enough that it looks good. So Rex has done a pretty good job here. Turbo placement looks awesome, and yeah, cracking along pretty much. So this manifold's about as far along as the other manifold is for the same reasons. Rex is leaving the flange unwelded for now until we get the gate placement and everything right. But yeah, cracking along.
Yeah, I've got the two. I've got the two bends already cut and shaped for the gates. These two here. I just don't want to do the final placement until I have the flanges, just to make sure I get the heights right, so that we don't run into clearance issues with the shock tower. I can assume that they're only going to be at about that much height, but I'd rather just wait and do it properly rather than just guess and then
rush it and guess. That's fair enough. We've also got Josh here. He's come all the way out here today just to promote his YouTube channel. So you want to tell the fans about your YouTube channel, Josh?
Yeah, so it's basically just a YouTube channel, just in regards to what I do, like just on a weekly basis, just mucking around with cars, being silly, doing burnouts and shit. No, go follow Parker's Garage. Just do a little build on the Corolla and hopefully some mods for my XR6 Turbo, do a little bit, and maybe even take it out to Matsuri. We'll see what happens. I mean, see what happens. Yeah, I suppose.
I'll chuck a link to Josh's channel in the description. I might put it up in the corner here as well, if I remember. But yeah, go follow Josh's channel if you want to follow some more car stuff. So anyway, we're moving on now to the dump pipes and some more stuff that we can move on to while we wait for these flanges. So keep on keeping on. Righto guys, so this is all coming along. Our new wastegate flanges arrived this morning, so stoked with that. Rex managed to get the wastegates all dummied up mostly.
Tacked on there just to see how they're going to go.
So it's annoying, they're even enough that it looks awesome from the front, but they are slightly different, and they sort of just have to be because of the way the turbo scroll and how close the engine is to this side on this guard. Just the stuff we've got to work around means we can't have them exactly perfectly symmetrical, but
I could spend a day getting them perfect, but it's not a show car. There's just no point.
Yeah, we're past that.
Wasting my time. Yeah, they're close enough. Like they're in the same spot, on a roundabout, the same angle. It's good enough.
Should be right.
You'd only bother doing that if you had like your mirror image turbos and stuff, and you wanted them perfect. We could do it, but it's just not worth the bother.
Anyway, see how she's looking. So anyway, Rex has got to pull these back off and actually weld them up properly.
Yeah.
And after that, we can actually weld the T3 flanges on properly and fill in the gaps. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but
I'm just going to cut a couple of just little triangles out of the flat.
To fill them in?
Out of the flat we have, and just go around them.
Sweet as.
Be plenty as.
Are you gonna take them to somewhere to get the flanges milled once you're done?
No, they're all good.
They'll be right. They'll be flat, you reckon?
Yep, good enough.
Sweet as. See they come up, but anyway, it's coming along. That's awesome. We have got some completed manifolds. Look at that. All finished up. Doesn't get any more priority flow than that. That is as priority flow as you can possibly get. Which is very, very important with this thing because we do run very small turbos with quite small housings as well as small gates. A lot of people are very surprised that we can get away with only 38mm gates on a setup that's only running twin GDX 28s. But the secret is all in the priority flow. If you have good priority flow, it changes everything. So Rex at the moment is just fixing a brake line, re-terminating one that was a bit of a casualty when we were moving stuff around. It got bent down. That would have been back in like the Chev days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like that for ages.
Yeah, I think it was when we were putting the Chev in it. It bent the brake line down, and it was bent down for literally years. And we didn't want to touch it because we didn't want to risk it splitting if we tried to bend it back up. So it was always just bent, and it finally let go when Rex bumped it before getting the old manifolds off. So just doing a bit of a re-terminate to fix that up. Rex has got some threaded rod here and some tube to make some new mounts for the coils to go up on top of the engine. So that'll be pretty much next on the list. So about the next thing we really need to be considering is getting these manifolds off to get them ceramic coated, which we're in somewhat of a hurry to get this thing done because basically the longer it takes to get it finished at this point, the more it's eating into our time that we should be working on customer stuff. You know, it's meant to be like a spare time thing being our car. So, you know, the longer it goes on, the less it is spare time. So we are in somewhat of a hurry. We don't really want to rush it, and it's really important for us just to get it done. We're happy to just do it until it's done because we really could use this vehicle being running. It's no good to us sitting in the paddock. So we'll see if we can get them HPC coated or ceramic coated very, very soon. Try and find someone to send them to. Righto, so just drilling and tapping these housings now for ports so that we can measure the EMAP. Plenty of wall there.
I reckon we should do both, or just one?
It's up to you.
I was just going to do this one.
Just the one
it's
side?
on the driver's side.
Yeah. Can't imagine they'll be too different.
Yeah, because passenger side one, because of the way it's got to lean over, it's going to be like
underneath.
the back side at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like we're expecting any problems. It's just for
data.
Curiosity's sake. So
yeah.
And the other one's complete. I pulled this housing off already, so I was like, meh, I'll just do
the one. Fair enough. Yeehaw. So we decided this time around to actually weld some cast elbows onto the front housings instead of going straight into silicon bends, just because it is so much more reliable. Such a better way to do things. Not bad for a Rex being not a fabricator. Pretty decent welds. So that's nice. It wasn't so bad before because where they were situated up the front of the engine bay, I don't even think either of them came out into a right angle.
No, they both did.
Oh, they both did.
But, you know, the shape of those manifolds is like the collector came up and up. They were nowhere near
heat.
the manifold, the heat.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way it is now, even now, they're probably not in too much danger, but
why not?
Why not? Just do it.
So much more reliable.
Yeah, heaps better.
Righto guys, so as you can see, this is what Rex was talking about mounting the coils up on the intake. We are hoping the way they're mounted it will actually still clear the bonnet.
But a bit higher than I expected at the front, but I know there is a hump in it, so
I think it should be right.
I'll try and test fit it tomorrow morning.
So they're actually mounted to the stock turtle shell mounts, the posts that mount to the rails. So utilising some stock mount points, and should be able to use these to keep everything up nice and out of the way. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing, but I mean, it doesn't look too bad with them all up there and it's fairly symmetrical and everything, so it's all looking pretty good. Righto guys, will the bonnet fit? Just good enough. Mastic man, mastic man.
That's just regular blue tack, that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think we got really lucky. I reckon that falls right in the gap between all the bracing.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at before.
Which I definitely did on purpose.
Very carefully measured.
Oh, look at that.
Ah, that's like a good 5 mil at least of clearance. That's plenty.
Yeah, I reckon that coil's like right behind that bracing.
Yep.
And they sit in each side.
Plus, we do normally have the back of the bonnet spaced up about 10-15 mil.
Yeah, so it'll be...
That'll increase a little bit.
Yep.
I reckon you'll end up with like a good 8 mil of clearance there.
Well, that's only a couple of mil, but that's off the friggin'...
Oh, the plastic
It's
lock.
off the plastic lock. It's not off... Yeah, so there'll be heaps. It's all G.
Fine.
Good. Very good.
Nice. Anyway, guys, as you can see, it is all coming together. It is going awesome. It's really looking good. So a little bit more to go, obviously. We're still chasing down a bit of material that we're missing. It's been really hard to try and get material over the Christmas break. Not even just that, it's actually been really hard to get material at all. But the Christmas break hasn't made anything any easier. So we're still trying to get hold of a few things to complete it, but it's definitely coming along and looking awesome. We're excited about it. But that's going to be it for this episode. A little bit more progress. Manifolds are finished, coils are done. We are cracking along with this thing. So in the meantime, we'll also try and figure out what the hell we're going to do about ceramic coating these manifolds, what we're going to do about that. Might even just have to start looking into how to do it ourselves and set up an oven. I've been talking about it for a while, so I wouldn't be opposed to it, but anyway, we'll have a look and see what happens. But thanks for watching as always, guys. Smash like, smash subscribe, smash the bell notification so you don't miss anything, and we'll see you on the next episode. Cheers, guys. Peace out. See you. Bye.